Hello everyone, this is Tay Rolls here, and this video is going to be on NBA Live 17. Now, if you haven't heard already, EA is postponing NBA Live 17 until somewhere around early 2017 for the consoles, and they are trying to work on the mobile app right now. NBA Live 17 mobile, or whatever they're going to call it. I haven't even played it, I don't know. But this video is going to be on what NBA Live 17 needs to improve on to compete with 2K16. Now, if you've played NBA Live 16, it wasn't actually a bad game. I actually thought it was pretty fun. It was just a couple things that really held the game back that I think that they need to improve on to make it a much more fun and polished game. The biggest problem with NBA Live 7 or 16 wasn't really the gameplay, I feel like, but it was that there wasn't a whole lot of people playing the game. So my biggest thing that I think that this is EA after all, so I don't know if they're actually going to do this or not, but they should really drop the price for NBA Live 17. This is serious, because I think if they were to drop it to like $40 or $50, there will be much more people enticed to actually get the game. Because that was the one killer I thought for me, was that there wasn't really a huge fan base on NBA Live 17. When you go on Pro-Am, at least on the PS4, there's usually around 400 to 700 people playing, which really is not a lot. And I'm pretty sure that 400 700 people, at least half of that, have the Pro-Am demo. So they don't even have the game technically. Like, they're just playing the demo. I think the Pro-Am demo is still available. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, that's really not good. They really should drop the price, at least for this game, because they need to build somewhat of a fan base, because it's very small right now. So that's probably the biggest thing that they should really do. It's EA, so that's probably not going to happen, but it was just a consideration. That's what I thought that might actually help it out. Now, going to the gameplay wise, which I said earlier wasn't the biggest problem, but it was. Anyway, the biggest problem is just the stiff gameplay. That's what really bothered me about NBA Live 16, was the presentation. I think was really good in this game. Other than the commentators are really boring. That's another topic I'm going to bring back later. The game looks really pretty, but until you start playing it. It's really stiff. The animations are not good in the game, especially driving to the hoop and like going up in the post is really bad. NBA Live 10 had this problem as well, so this is not new. I thought NBA Live 10 was really clunky as well, and that was the last NBA Live game that I played. It was a long time ago. But I really hope that they nail it down. Now, it has gotten much better. The animations compared to NBA Live 14 to 16 is much better. I will give them that. The game looks and feels a lot better, but it's just not there yet. It still has a good amount of time to go. So I feel like NBA Live 17 will be more of kind of a stepping stone. It's not going to compete just yet, but they really should help try working on more, softening it up a little bit. The next thing would have to be, I feel like NBA Live is too static compared to 2K16. When I mean static, I mean that there isn't a whole lot to do in the game. 2K16, even though I wasn't huge on this whole story thing, it added another dimension to the game, and my team, my park, my GM, my league, there's just so much stuff to do in that game. Well, in NBA Live, you have Pro-Am, which is fun. Pro-Am's pretty fun. Rising Star, which I actually do really like Rising Star. They need to update it a little bit more, but the GM mode, I haven't even touched it either. I'm a huge franchise and GM guy. I just haven't played it. And then you have like your general ranked matches, and that's literally it. That's all you. Ultimate Team as well. But yeah, there just isn't a huge amount. There isn't a lot to do in the game compared to 2K16. So they really need to bring more in depth with it. Now, Pro-Am, I do really like. I like Pro-Am a lot. I like the idea of it, but maybe I'm not trying to say like steal or whatnot from what 2K16 is doing, but make it more like in depth. You know, like, don't just make it to where I really like how in 2K16 you were able to like go from court to court, even though that might be a little bit annoying, but you get to watch other games. That's really cool. I really like that. I really like that you're able to do that. I like that it's much more of like a community than just like, oh, I'm gonna join a game because I feel like it, and whatnot. And you know, I feel like it's much more fun. 2K or NBA Live could also maybe try doing kind of like what 2K16 did with the whole Pro-Am, the contest, where it happened a couple weeks ago. Like, maybe get more like community, like reach out more to the community, make like prizes and stuff to like top teams, top Pro-Am teams, and that would give more of a community towards NBA Live, because that's what NBA Live really needs to get together, is that there isn't a community really. It's a very tiny community, and they need to expand on it a little bit. Going back to gameplay, because I kind of went off for some reason. That wasn't what I was trying to do here. They really should work on defense, because defense, like the first two lower levels are pretty easy, but once you reach like start going to like All-Star, defense becomes much more annoying. Like, for instance, post defense and like defense in the paint is almost non-existent. You can be guarded by like 3 people and you can just shoot like a ridiculous hook shot animation crap, and then like he makes it over like 3 people. Like I said, going back to the animations do not help defense at all. It makes it even worse. Stealing, I don't think I've had one steal. Like, I know stealing isn't as easy as it might seem, but it should happen a little bit, maybe to the bigger guys, because I've noticed that like no one ever gets stripped in that game. Excuse me. Stripping doesn't happen in that game. You can't strip the ball from someone. Intercepting passes can be really weird, because you go for intercept the pass and like a crazy glitch will happen. I've noticed this in Rising Star, where you'll go for try to intercept the pass. The guy will reach out, then he'll jump, and then that'll leave the guy that was getting passed to wide open, and he'll drain a 3. And you're just sitting there like, what the fuck was that? Like, that's another problem with that. And blocking shots don't happen. It mainly just goes back to animations though. The animations just really muck up the game. It really doesn't make it enjoyable. And I guess that could be the entire thing. That if they were able to fix the animations, make much better animations, make it more smooth, then I feel like it would be a much better game. But until then, we'll just have to wait and see. So kind of just to sum up the video, EA, if you're listening right now, just fix the animations, fix the defense, make the game a bit more flexible, add more stuff to it. I like how in 2K you're able to do like press conferences and such. Yeah, other than that, I feel like the NBA Live has something going on. I have something good going, because they've really been improving the game for like the past 3 years. Going back from NBA Live 14, which looked absolutely terrible, to now it's a much different game. And like if you go back to 2K14 to 2K16, there really hasn't been much going on with that. So if NBA Live can really make a good push these next 2 to 3 years, they might have something going on here, because the game looks really good. It's just the gameplay and the staticness of the game. I just made that word up, staticness. The whole, I can't think of a word to say it, but it's just kind of boring to play. The visuals could maybe do a little bit of boosting as well. Commentary, just, I don't know any other EA or ESPN commentators, but just get someone new, or maybe just add a bit more dialogue to the game. Other than that, that's really about it. The game, like I said, overall pretty fun. I'm interested to see in what EA is going to be doing here. So other than that, I'm out, guys. And if you liked the video, please drop a like. You don't have to. I know it sounds cheesy saying it, but thank you very much, and you have a good day.